Hello, and welcome back to the next episode in our Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord campaign, playing as Arthur, Pendragon, the Vlandian adventurer. Last episode we did a bunch of trading. We went down through the Asarai territory, came up into the Khuzait territory, bought a bunch of horses. Now we're just making our way back through the middle of the map, through the territory of the Old Empire, and we're making our way back west to Vlandia. Currently we're at Poros. Did the tournament there. From memory, I think there wasn't much that we could buy that was of value, except the tools, I guess. No, actually, they're pretty much close to the average price. Yeah, so buy a few tools. That's pretty much all we can do, so we'll continue across now to... I guess we'll go to Amitatis like that, or is it better to go... I think it's better to go to Zaonica first, so we'll head over that way. Movement speed's a bit slow because we have a big herd penalty on account of how many horses we have. Well, horses and mules. But that's okay. We'll get there in the end. And maybe on the way we can just buy a few, or hire a few troops to reduce the herd penalty. Like we did in the Khuzait territory. There we go, we'll just buy... Oh, they're quite expensive actually. Just buy the basic ones, 20 dinars each. And that should eventually help reduce our herd penalty here. Now there's a tournament on in this town. We can sell some pottery here. It's a decent price. We'll sell that much. Nothing else that's too good to buy for. Or that's too cheap to buy, I mean. Tools, I guess we can sell a few, and wool, we can sell a bit of wool. And that's probably enough. Buy a bit more grain just to keep us going. We'll recruit some troops here, just the basic tier 1 troops. That reduces our herd penalty by another point, pretty much, and we'll join the tournament. 2 lords. Apelum is the prize. Okay, so it's a free for all in the first round. A 1v1 v1v1. Okay, we're just gonna stand back and actually we'll try to get some hits in on yellow. I think yellow's the bigger threat. There we go, I got him. Cool. So I make it through to the next round. Boom. Very Roman. Okay, that didn't go too well. Nor did that. Okay, that one went alright. No, that didn't. No. Oof. I think we'll just use swords. Okay. Nice. Alright, we just have to dodge this guy. Nice. Cool. Made it through the next round. Okay, 1v1 this time, going up against an Imperial Sergeant Crossbowman. Ooh, damn, we got a hit on him, but he still managed to get his swing through on us. There we go, got him. Alright, and in the final now. Against the Imperial Legionary. 3 hits to the head by the looks of it. Alright, another tournament win, 3 more renown. Get the Peelam, we get the bets. Alright, and let's sell the Peelam because we don't need that. And it's worth 1.1k gold. Now, we're gonna use the encyclopedia, which I showed to you all last time, and you can look at the game tutorial concepts here. You can look at the clans, you can look at the kingdoms and see, who their leader is, what clans are in the kingdom, what fiefs they have, and who they're at war with. We can see that the Aserai and the Khuzaits were at war recently, but they made peace. And I'm trying to find someone who's so we can see that Vlandian and Britannia are at war at the moment. We can also look at the different types of troops you can get in the game. You can filter to types here like mounted archers or cavalry archers. Oh yeah, I forgot the Empire troops do get a mounted archer unit. I forgot the Imperial Bucellari, I'm not sure how it's supposed to be pronounced. I think if it follows Latin pronunciation, the C would be a hard K. And so it should be Bucellari or Bucellarii. I'm not sure if you pronounce the double I as like a... Because that mirrors the Roman Triarii or Triarii, depending on how it's pronounced, but I'm not sure. Maybe one of you can tell me. But Khuzaits, you can see, get the most mounted archers. But the reason I brought this up is, and we can also look at the settlements here. You can filter by culture, you can filter to towns, etc. The reason I brought this up was because we need to find a companion, and this is a list of all of the heroes in the game. So all of the like wanderers, nobles, lords, ladies, and faction leaders are all heroes. So all of the unique named NPCs that can run around on the map or can join your party as a unique named NPC, they're all considered heroes, and they come up in this list. So we can filter to the faction leaders. We're the leader of our own faction because we're neutral, we're not part of any kingdom yet. Or you can filter to the various nobles, you can filter to lords and ladies, which means that they hold land, I think, or they're part of a clan, whereas nobles, I think, can be broader than that. Or wanderers, and wanderers are companions that you can recruit to your party that are in taverns around the world. So and they have a bunch of different skills, which you can see at the bottom here. So the best thing to do is to just go through this list. You just left click on it, check their skills, hit the backspace button on your keyboard to quickly get in and out. And it's just best to just go through this list and look for people with the best skills that you want. I think there's also a Reddit post somewhere that tells you what skills come with what titles. So the title, being like the healer or Iron Eye or Cow Thief or the Shield Maiden, determines what skills the person has. But we're going to look first, I think, for a surgeon, so someone with high medicine skill. Currently, Abiel, the healer, has the highest medicine skill, but we're going to keep looking through here. Willowbark's got a good medicine skill as well. It's her it's Steward. Did we check Kim? We did. Okay, Marrowin the healer's also got a good medicine skill. But one thing to consider about your companions is the traits that they have. And because it'll determine whether or not they approve of your actions. So if you are like raiding a lot of villages, but you've got a compassionate companion, then they'll be more likely, to disapprove of your actions. Also, Abiel and Marrowin are both Britannian and both look very similar. Same age as well. We also need a scout, a good scout as well. Where did we get up to? We looked at Nortos, we looked at Olgund. Patrice the Silent, Raffard the Smith, Rahan, Randana, Sori. Oh, we beat him in a tournament a while ago, I remember. He's devious, impulsive, and daring. So his daring trait would match our trait. Tabor the Hawk, Talimund the Tracker. So he would be a good scout to get. I think he's got the highest scouting skill I've seen, 100, but I'll just have to check again because I wasn't really paying too close attention. He's a good engineer, although I think the Wainwright is the same, and she's of Vlandian culture, so we might go with her. Resource the Boar, Fatherless, Alia the Lucky, Yuha the Hyena, and Frostbeard. Okay, so we can either get Abil the Healer, who's in Varnovapol, which is in Sturgia. We can get Gudra Willowbark, whose medicine skill is a bit lower. She's at Argeron. I don't know where Argeron is. We can get Marowin the Healer, who's in Iakus, which is, I think, in the Asarai territory. So she's calculating and devious. Willowbark is merciful and calculating. We might go with Willowbark only because I think her traits more match the knightly party that we're going to go for. So we've just favorited or bookmarked her so that she appears at the top. And now we'll look for a scout. Butcher, Hyena, Knowing, the Exile. He would be a good party leader because he's got good leadership and tactics, but he doesn't have good stewardship. That's the only problem. Yeah, kill him, the Falcon. And the Healer, and Tunic the Golden. Right, what's his leadership? Patrice the Silent. Rafford the Smith. Could do with a smith. So I think he's the only one that's got smithing knowledge. So I'll bookmark him. He looks a bit like the dude from Shrek. Rahan the Wanderer has 80 scouting, which isn't bad. And Randana has none. Sorgi has 80 scouting. Tabor, Talimund. I mean, Talimund seems like the best. He's also Vlandian. 100 scouting. Very good skills. He's in Makeb though. Tonki the Knowing. Besos the Bear. What's that? What's he got? Oh, Charm. Yeah, okay. Alir the Lucky. He doesn't have any scouting. Hyena and Frostbeard has a bit of scouting. Alright, and we can filter by culture as well. So there's 4 Vlandians. We've also got Olganond Deadeye. It's good with leadership and crossbow. And we've got the Wainwright. And she'd be good to be our engineer, actually. She's cruel, though. I don't know what Vacan culture is, though, but it doesn't look like there's any Vacan culture people in the game. At least not nobles, wanderers, or nobles, lords, ladies, faction leaders. Same with Darshi and Nord. These must be old cultures, maybe. I don't know. Maybe predecessors to the other one, to the main cultures. He'd be a good party leader, potentially. So would he, actually. And so would Rahan. All the Asarai ones, most of them, would be pretty good party leaders. The Battanian ones I'm not as big a fan of, although this guy would be a decent party leader because he's got a nice stewardship skill, which means his party can be bigger. Empire. This person would be a decent governor or potentially a steward, but we'll keep an eye on her because if we ever take a city or a town or a castle of the Empire and we want to minimize the chance that they revolt, it'd be good to have an Empire culture governor to install. He'd be a good engineer, but we've got one of our culture with a similar skill. He'd be an okay party leader. The only thing is his stewardship skill isn't there. And then Sturgia. See, the Sturgians, the only one that would be a decent party leader is this guy. These two would just be good, like, troops to put in your army. This guy's an average scout. And then Vlandian we've already been through. Okay, that's all the Wanderers then. So, of the ones we've got Willowbark, who's in Argaron, I don't know where that is. Ithaca's in Chaiken, that's back in the Crusade territory. Gunda the Wainwright's at Karis, so we could recruit her. Hubia, that's Asarai, I think. And Makeb, that's Crusade. So they'll move around the map. We might be able to come across them in a bit. When time passes, they'll move to different taverns around the map. But maybe we can catch Ogunda at Karis. Recruit some more troops. I should have looked at the cost for horses. Another tournament going on here. Oh, too many. Okay, so we've maxed out party size. Ooh, very good price for pottery. Makes you wish I'd kept more, but it drops so quickly anyway, it doesn't matter that we're selling it for a bit under. Do we want to buy linen? Do we want to buy anything here is the question. It's a cheap price for beer. We'll buy all the beer. It's not that cheap. It seems cheap. We'll buy all the linen as well. And as for the horses, buy the Sumpter horses. We'll round out the mules to 100. That's okay, we're still moving at a reasonable rate. And we'll do the tournament. Yeah, we want the wins, because if we can get to the top of the leaderboard, then we'll get that extra renown per day. Got a good hit on that guy. Okay, we totally missed that guy. There we go. That was a decent hit, but I would have thought we would have got more damage on him. Okay, we got him. Can we get this guy? No. Oh, they should finish him. Yep, cool. Alright. Next round. You can see we're getting much less from our wages this time because we are, we win tournaments a lot more often these days, so... Oh, I missed that. Can't get a good angle on him. I'll go for this guy. Ooh, gotta be careful of that throwing weapon guy though. Even this archer could be dangerous to us. Okay, well we got him, which is good. How many times do I have to hit him in the head before he goes down? Oh, damn, I was hoping I would get him as he rode in. There we go, got him. Cool, alright, next round, 2v2. Yeah, this is where I have to be careful. Ah, crud. Okay. Okay, we got one down. Got him. Cool, alright. Last round. 1v1 with sword and shield. Easy peasy. Cool, +3 renown. We get a helmet to sell and some more gold. Much less gold now from tournaments, but that's okay. We'll check out this village. We'll go to Amitatis, and then up to Rete, Legata, Ortisia, and then we're back in Vlandian territory. That's cheap. Even though we've got a big herd penalty, it's not too bad when we're not moving in forests. Another tournament on at Amitatis. We've gotten pretty lucky, I have to say, with the amount of tournaments that have been on in cities that we've traveled to. I'll buy that. We'll buy some grain. That's quite cheap. Not the cheapest in the world, but, you know, still pretty decent. I don't think we'll bother with wine. We'll buy the linen though. It's cheap. The velvet, is that cheap? I don't know. Seems cheap. We'll just hang on to it. I'm sure we can find somewhere on our journey where it's red. We'll buy as much silk as we can get to average price. And I think that's fine for now. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. And we'll just wait until morning. Okay, and that's not that many. It looked like more. All right, no lords here, so it's pretty basic. Helmet with face guard. Prize, nothing too fancy. How did I miss that? That's right, he'll die on that one. Ooh, at his neck. It's funny that they have like dying animations, but you know, it's a tournament. It's a non-lethal tournament as well, so they shouldn't be dying. Oh crap. He keeps getting hit out of the way of my Alright, now I'm concerned, because if my guy dies to... I'm just holding that a bit too long. If my guy dies and it's a... Oh, cool, okay. They all died at the same time. That was fortunate. But yeah, a 2v1 where one of them is ranged and one of them is melee can be a bit dangerous. Like, we've lost tournaments in the past because of that. Got him. If you swing your camera a bit, I've found, as you're swinging, like, the AI doesn't realize that you're targeting it, and so it doesn't always block. Like, if I start my swing here, see, he didn't block. That time he did. Yeah, he did that time as well. Maybe it's not always consistent. I don't know. It seems to work sometimes, though. Even though it exposes you a bit. There we go, another tournament win. 3 renown, helmet with face guard, 900 gold. We'll sell that helmet. Alright. And once the game saves, make our way up to Rete. Probably wondering why I'm buying sumpter horses, and it's because I like to keep sumpter horses instead of mules for no real reason other than I just like having horses instead of mules. There's no advantage to it as far as I'm aware. Alright, that's a decent price for the linen, so we'll sell that much. Likewise for the wool, we'll sell that much. Good price for the beer, so we'll just sell all of it. And decent price for the mules, so we'll sell And we'll sell. Sure, why not? We'll sell that much. I'm not going to sell the step horses though, even though that is a decent price. Actually, should we sell the mules? Should we just sell? You know what? We'll sell it. It's fine. Okay, and is there anything cheap we can buy here? I don't want to buy tools because they seem to be, they're hard to shift. I think I've said that in the past and bought them anyway, but... Okay. Alright, that's good. And any arena battle? There is an arena here. One lord, so decorated plate boots. That might actually be an upgrade for us. So if we win, we might keep those. Although maybe not. We'll see. I think they're Imperial style, not Vlandian. Alright, I don't like that we are not on horseback. Okay, that guy stole all our kills. Ow. Blocking my attack. I'm trying to get it to hit from up, but I can't get the bloody camera to aim properly. Yeah. Oh, I killed the horse. Not what I meant to do, but whatever. There we go. That's what I wanted. There we go. Alright, we got one kill in the end. Okay, next round. Oof, bow. Ugh. Okay, got him. Back to the bow. It's just this guy left. There we go, nice. Cool. I'm always a bit nervous about getting a bow because our character is not good with the bow skill. He seemed to do alright though. Okay, our guy should finish him off. Yeah, nice. Which means we'll be going up against our teammate in the final. The Imperial Cataphract. Alright, 3 renown, decorated plate boots. I'm sure you're all probably sick of me doing tournaments, but we need to do them. What do they look like? Oh, yeah, no, very Imperial. We'll just sell them. We need the money. Okay, off to Legator we go. Probably actually would have been faster to take the road rather than cut through the forests. Although we still would have had to go up through this forest because you can't. There's no bridge there, which is surprising. You think there would be the road would cut in here and have a bridge, but that is not the case. Okay, no arena battle there. What goods can we buy? Cheap olives. Cheap leather. Yeah, we'll buy the cheap leather. And the rest we can sell. That's a decent price for velvet. That's more than we bought it for, so we'll sell those ones. Good price for grain, so we'll sell... we'll just sell it all, and we'll just buy the olives instead to feed our troops. We'll sell all the linen, or most of it anyway. And likewise with the wool. And likewise with the silk. We'll sell all the silk actually. So we'll get 3,000 gold 3.8k gold, sorry. But obviously we would get more, but we're buying a bunch of leather, so. Oh, and some mules we can sell. Get a good price for them. Quite a good price, actually. So 9.1k gold. So now we're up to 43.4k. Not too shabby. Now, if your goal is to make money quick in this game, I'm pretty sure there are much faster ways, but they involve exploits. I don't know if they've fixed it, but there was a way that you could abuse the caravans and basically like pretty much print money by trading with a caravan, trading with the city, like, and not unpausing time. You can stand close enough. Like when a caravan's about to enter a town, you trade with the caravan, trade with the city. Like you stand in a position where you can trade with the caravan and trade with the city at the same amount of time. Sorry, I'm not explaining this well. But let's say that we're standing here, here, right? And we leave, right? We can enter, we can leave, we can enter, we can leave without having to unpause time. Like no time is passing now. The map's staying paused. If a caravan's next to us or near us, we can speak to the caravan and then trade with the caravan and then leave and then enter and then trade with the caravan, leave, enter, all without time unpausing. And there was basically an exploit where you could sell a bunch of goods. I think it was steel and various other like items used to smith weapons. You could sell them to the caravan and then buy them back and then sell them to the town, and it would like the prices would fluctuate, and basically you would be printing money, like you'd be making money out of thin air. So it's definitely an exploit. It's what people use to do a bunch of speed runs to max out like trade skill really quickly. It's very effective, but very cheesy. I didn't want to do that for this campaign. I don't actually know if it still works on version 1.8. It might not, but yeah, it, you know, just if you want to increase the speed of your early game by doing some exploits, then that's one that you can do. But it's not necessary. So we're making a decent profit at this town. Wow, 563 for Velvet at Ortizia. Sorry, yeah, for Velvet at Ortizia. That's very good. Even the olive price is good. That's very, very good. And we're almost at the next threshold. But we got a perk for scouting. So we can either get Day Traveler, which is a 2% movement speed bonus during the daytime and 10% increased sight range during the daytime. Or we can get 5% movement speed bonus during nighttime and 30% increased sight at night. I think we'll go for the Night Runner one. It's a bigger bonus. We'll be traveling just as much at nighttime as we will at daytime. So yeah, I think we'll go for Night Runner. Just thinking, like, what kind of situations do we need a movement speed bonus? We need a movement speed bonus when we're chasing down a party to attack it, or when we're running away from a party, like trying to escape. In either situation, it won't matter if it's day or it's night, or if it's night, outside of what bonus we get. So I think we just go with the higher numerical bonus, because chances are if we're chasing a party, we're going to chase them through day and through night, and likewise if we're running away from a party. So I think we should just get both. Now we have another focus point as well. I'm not sure what to put that into. Maybe medicine, because we're bumping up to our learning limit there, and even athletics actually, but we're not going to be on foot all that often, so I'm not as worried about that. Crossbow we could, but we don't really have a crossbow that we're using just yet, so I think we'll drop it into medicine. And there is a tournament here which we'll join. Militia Pernach is the reward. 3 lords competing. I think the one thing they need to add, I think, is feasts into the game. That's one thing from Warband, that was in Warband. Kings and lords would sometimes host feasts in their kingdom and invite all of the lords and ladies to attend the feast. which would concentrate them in a town, and it would coincide with a let me focus on this guy. It would coincide with a ooh, I thought I beat him there, but he didn't die. But yeah, the feast would coincide with the tournament. So you'd get all of the lords and ladies in town, and there'd be a tournament on, and then you could win the tournament, and you could get access to the keep, and you could speak to all lords and ladies and introduce them. And it was a really nice, organic way of breaking into the upper circles. Like, one of the things I think about Bannerlord that they shouldn't do is, like, I should not be able to speak to kings on the campaign map. Like, if I interact with the party of a faction leader on the campaign map, and I am, you know, not of, not a vassal of anyone, or don't have a sufficient clan tier, or don't have enough renown, like, they should refuse to speak to me, because I'm a nobody. Like, why is Monchug the Khan of the Khuzait kingdom, or Unkid the Sultan, you know? Why is he wasting his time speaking to me about the Battle of Pendragon? Like, I'm just a lowly adventurer. So, that's all, we're getting trounced here. So that's one thing I think they should change. Okay, we got him Cassanon. He was quite tough, although I wasn't paying the most attention. So yeah, they should change that. You should only be able to speak to lords, ladies, and whatnot by either having enough renown, or having enough clan tier, or being a vassal. Okay, I hit that other guy. Okay, I want to try and get this guy. Come on, man. Okay, got him. That's one down. There we go. Okay. I was trying to get the guy without the shield first, because it's easier to take him down. But yeah, so when you start out, low renown, low clan tier, all the lords and ladies should consider you basically a peasant, like, not nobility, you're beneath their station. They shouldn't speak to you other than to offer you, like, once you get a big enough party size, and maybe, you know, clan tier 1 or clan tier 2, maybe they'll hire you as a mercenary. But outside of that, they shouldn't speak to you unless you're a vassal, or unless you have a lot of renown, or you've won a bunch of tournaments. But yeah, that's one thing I liked about Warband, was that, where are we? Okay, we're top 10 now, number 9, 16 wins. But yeah, that's one thing I liked about Warband, was it was a really organic way of introducing yourself to the nobility by going to a town that's hosting, you know, where the king is hosting a feast, and they're doing a tournament, and you can join the tournament, win the tournament, and that gets you access to the keep. And then you can introduce yourself to all the lords and ladies at the keep. It was good. I thought it was good. Alright, so we're going to dump a bunch of our... Let's just check how many we can recruit here. Oh, that's an Imperial village, not a Vlandian village. Must be because Vlandia conquered a castle. Yeah, they conquered Thraktere Castle, which is part of the Western Empire de jure. We'll go to Sargot. Okay, bunch of troops here. So we will get rid of some of our Khuzait nomads and our Imperial recruits. We don't need them anymore. And we'll hire all of these guys. No arena, unfortunately. No one in the tavern. As in no companions in the tavern that we're looking for. It's not a bad price for mules. Decent price for step horse. And a decent price for olives as well. So we'll buy, I don't know, a couple more. 100 olives. And we'll buy some grapes too. These will just be to feed our troops. I'm not too worried now about... Actually, we don't need that many. We'll just buy 50. Yeah, I'm not too worried now about making money. We've got plenty of money in the bank. so we should be good for a while. In fact, I think after our long journey, it's time we upgraded our guy's armor, and I think we'll move up to a padded cap, which is a slight upgrade. And maybe for our shield, we'll move up from the leather-bound shield to the cavalry kite shield, maybe? Wooden kite shield. Yeah, we'll move up to the cavalry kite shield, which is an upgrade. And what else can we upgrade? We don't need to upgrade our weapons, I think. Or maybe we can upgrade our spear. So what do we have at the moment? Simple commoner spear. Yeah, we'll upgrade it to the light lance, which we can actually couch. So it's slightly less pierce damage. All of these are slightly less pierce damage. Why are these ones more? They're weapon tier 2, lower thrust speed, lower pierce damage. Oh, much longer. That's why. Yeah, much longer. This one's got more pierce and more thrust speed. But we'll upgrade to the light lance, I think. That's a significant upgrade. And we can actually couch this lance as well, which will be fun. And the militia pernac, is that better than the bone crusher? Swings faster, better handling, only one less blunt, but way shorter. We'll stick with the bone crusher because, yeah, that's way short. I like the length of the bone crusher for being on horseback. It'll be easier to hit troops on the ground. Although this would be better for foot combat, in my opinion anyway. But we'll stick with the bone crusher, we'll sell that. Actually, what's the, let's just reset that. What's the value? Yeah, see, the bone crusher's worth more anyway. So we'll sell the pernac, we'll get the light lance, we'll get the, where is it? The cavalry kite shield. And we'll get our padded cap, and we should try and upgrade our shoulders if there's anything decent. Thick scarf, heavy cloak. Grab the, what's the heavy cloak look like? I mean, I don't hate it. Gives us a bit of body armor and arm armor, but I'm not in love with it either. I do like our hood. Certainly we'll keep our hood for our civilian outfit. But maybe we'll get the padded leather shoulders now. And we'll upgrade our... We've got a leather tunic. Oh, it's a slightly different style to that leather tunic. I didn't realize. I guess this is an Imperial style leather tunic, whereas this one's a Vlandian style. But slightly less. So we'll go to the Akaton, I think. Should we get the woven leather vest? Or the padded short coat? I think we'll just stick with the Akaton for now. It's a decent enough upgrade. Alright. Maybe heavy cloak. It's a lot of red. What does it look like with our hood? You know what, maybe we will get that heavy leather cloak. Oh, that heavy cloak. It looks kind of cool. We'll rock like this for a while. I like the look of it. And we will upgrade the harness to the light saddle, which gives our horsey some armor. So you can see we went from the light saddle, which is just a very, very basic saddle, to, sorry, the light harness, and we've upgraded to the light saddle, which now actually has a proper saddle. It's not just a harness, and it also has some protection for our horse. So like quite a big armor upgrade to the horse. We went from 10 armor to 20, so it doubled our armor. And we actually have enough riding skill to get a war mount. So for ourselves, we're going to buy I think we'll just stick with the Vlandian Courser for now. So we've upgraded our horse too, given him some proper armor, and we've upgraded our own armor. And shoes, can we upgrade? Yeah, we'll get the male cavalier boots, I think, which doubles our leg armor. So there we go. So some nice decent upgrades there. Not too expensive considering how much gold we have now. It's, you know, small potatoes. We could certainly upgrade it much more if I really wanted to. But I think this is good for now. We'll get rid of that. Okay, so let's just check. We've got the Ambassador, Cavalry Cart Shield, Light Lance, Bone Crusher, Padded Cap, Heavy Cloak, Ackerton, Padded Van Braces, Mail Cavalry, Landing Course, Light Saddle. Cool. Perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. And we'll keep... Oh, the food. Forgot to buy the food. There we go. 50 grapes. 50 grapes. That'll do. Okay, cool. And we recruited all the troops. Let's check where our companions are. Jaculan, that's actually nearby. Chial, that's in... Okay, Jaculan and Karis are both nearby. The other ones are still further away. So we'll go to Jaculan... Or maybe we'll go to Karis first, because we'll come up and around. We'll go to Sevinth. Once we fill our party up and get... How many companions can we get? 4. So we can get all the ones we highlighted, so I'll probably leave some spots in the party just in case we can get the companions. I'll just hit recruit all. Buy those sumpter horses. We've got olives. That's cheap beer. We'll buy some beer. Because our troops will drink beer. Now, troops don't use oil or wine. They're technically... I don't think they drink wine anyway, but they do definitely drink beer. So we'll buy the beer, which we paid a decent amount for. Oh, and we need to go to the tavern. Go to the Tavern District, and so we can see Orgunda the Wainwright's there, but we'll visit the tavern. This is the tavern, and we can actually enter it from the village proper. And we can talk to some of the people here. So, looks like it's war with the Britannians. Well, I don't deny they deserve it, but it will fall hardest on the poor folk like us. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, my friend. And that's Orgunda the Wainwright, right here. Come any closer, stranger, and I'll stick a knife in your belly. But if you stay where you are, we may have a pleasant enough chat. You're not the most friendly person. You also look a bit different than your profile picture. My name is Arthur, madam. Tell me about yourself. Yeah, I can tell you all that. My father was a wheelwright. Everyone knew that the best work was in Lycaron, in the streets around the Hippodrome, fixing chariots. So we sold our shop and went there. He and I. My mother was dead. The rumours weren't wrong. The work was good, but then you know what happened? The riots. The Hippodrome burned, and my father killed for being a foreigner. Well, now there's a war on, and few are bothering with racing chariots. I went to find work with the armies. At first they had me fixing carts, but it turns out my skill with wheels came useful in making a catapult torsion twist. So I learned a bit about that. A lot about that, actually. Now I'm looking around to see if there's anyone who might want to take me on, especially if I might one day have a chance to rain rocks on the good people of Lycaron, who killed my dad. Well, a good engineer is always in demand. Anyway, you hear of someone who might have work for me, you let me know. You could say perhaps that I'm between jobs right now, so if by any chance you're looking to hire, well, I'm open to discussion. Well, yeah, I am actually. I can use someone like you in my company. Oh, and one other small thing. I've had to take some money from some fairly dangerous people around here, so I'll need 414, almost at ducats, too much European missiles for, but dinars, gold, to get that beast off my back. Do you reckon you can pay me that? Yeah, okay. Alright, so she is going to get her gear and join us outside. She's joined our party. We also completed our first quest, Establish Your Clan. We got an extra 25 renown for having done that. So our renown is actually, I can't actually see it here, but it should be close to 100 now, I would think. Maybe even more considering all the tournaments we've run. Or won rather, not run. Where's the innkeeper? So you can actually talk to this guy and play these various games. They vary between the different cultures. Every culture's got a different board game that it plays. There was a Ransom Broker here that I saw him pop up. Ransom Broker. Hello, sir. You have the bearing of a warrior. Do you have a minute? We may have interests in common. I'll go on. Splendid. I suspect that you may, in your line of work, occasionally acquire a few captives. I could possibly take them off your hands. I'd pay you, of course. Are you a slaver? No. Slavers are rare these days. It used to be that, when the Empire and its neighbours made war upon each other, the defeated were usually taken as slaves. That helped pay for the war, you see. But today, for better or for worse, that is not practical. What with the frontiers broken and raiders crossing this way and that, there are far too many opportunities for captives to escape. But that does not mean that war cannot be profitable. Indeed, it still can. Many captives are still taken, and their families will pay to have them back. Men such as I crisscross the Empire and the Outer Kingdoms, acquiring prisoners and contacting their kin for a suitable ransom. So were you to acquire a few prisoners in one of your victorious affrays, and wish to relieve yourself of their care and feeding, I or one of my colleagues would be happy to pay for them as a sort of speculative investment. What if their families can't pay? Oh, I suppose I could sell them to the republics of Garoya, I don't know how that's pronounced, to row their galleys, although even in Garoya they prefer free oarsmen these days. But it rarely comes to that. You'd be surprised what sorts of treasures a peasant can dig out of his cowshed or wheedle out of his cousins. And what can I get for a prisoner? Well, it varies. I fancy that I have a fine eye for assessing a ransom. There are a dozen little things about a man that will tell you whether he goes to bed hungry or spices his meat with pepper and cloves from the east. The real money, of course, is in the man, it's like close to 2 a.m. here. Aristocracy. And if you ever want to do my job, you'll want to learn about every landowning family or tribal chief in Calradia, their estates, their offspring, both lawful and bastard, and of course, their credit with the merchants. Would you be able to ransom me if I were taken? Of course, I'm welcome in every court in Calradia. There's not many who can say that, so always be sure to keep a pot of dinars buried somewhere and a loyal servant who can find it in a hurry. Okay, well that's all I need to know, thank you. Anyway, if you have any prisoners, I will be happy to buy them from you. And you can... yeah, I don't have any prisoners to sell, but that's good to know. You can ransom your companions too, as in if they've been captured, you can pay their ransom and get them back. Okay, alright, that's the Ransom Broker. We can speak to the Tavern Maid. What can I bring you, sir? Would you like to taste our local specialty, a flagon of ale with a Sunor sausage? Yeah, sure, I'll have that. It'll be right up then, sir. I don't think that actually does anything yet. I don't think you can actually sit and eat. So some of the role-playing aspects of the game are not fully developed. Now, you can hire these guys. Do you have need for fighters, sir? Me and 3 of my mates are looking for a master. You might call us mercenaries. We'll join you for 3,200. You can hire them, but they're always really expensive, so I've never actually found a need for them. Oh, the maidens of Jacqueline and Marian fair, plotting their mischief with flowers in their hair. Were I still a young man, I sure would be there, but now I'll take warmth over trouble. And he's the Tavern Keeper. Good day, sir. How can I help you? Do you know of anyone who might have a task for someone like me? Let's see. Tutor the spice trader mentioned something about needing someone to do some work. Thanks. And I'm looking for some people to hire with specific skills. Would you happen to know anyone looking for work in the towns of the Vlandians? I know a few. What kind of person are you looking for? Interesting. I didn't know you could do this, so we can ask the Tavern Keeper to help us find some people. Well, my men would feel safer with a good surgeon to aid them in their time of need. There was someone here not long ago. It went by the name of Gudra Willowbark. She left for Jacqueline. Perhaps you can find them there or on the road. Is there someone else other than Gudra Willowbark? I haven't heard of someone with such skills looking for it for a while now. Okay. And what about a scout? I haven't heard of someone. Okay, alright, well, I'm just wasting my money there. So I don't know why you'd ever speak to the Tavern Keeper when you can use the encyclopedia, but you know, if you want to roleplay, I guess, a bit more, then that option's there. Okay, so let's go to Jacqueline then. And we should stop at some of these villages on the way and recruit into our party. Oh, that's good. And that leaves 3 slots for 3 companions, so we'll stop at 44. So our party's pretty much full now. And our speed is decent too, because we've got that footman on horses bonus. And there's the tournament going on here. Ah, Radagos. And I cannot read the first line of his... Arthur, good to see you. I think I was doing a Russian accent for him, but it's too late, I'm too tired, so we're just going to not do that. Arthur, good to see you. Believe it or not, I mean that. I've been looking for you. You escaped? Where's my brother? What happened? Calm down now. I'll tell you everything. We found your little brother and sister, but my former partner, Galter, betrayed me. We came into his camp to negotiate the kid's release, and he seized us right then and there. What scum, eh? Even in this profession, double-crossing your comrades is frowned upon. I escaped. One of his men, a little guiltier than the rest, cut my bonds when the others were sleeping, but I can't let a traitor live, so I decided to find you and offer you a deal. I know where Galter is now. If you agree, we can attack together and save your kin. But in return, I will have the pleasure of killing that bastard. So what do you say? How can we possibly trust each other? Oh, you can't trust me, but you need me, and I figure you have enough men that you could easily slit my throat pretty quickly if I lead you into a trap, and I don't need to trust you. You're my vehicle of revenge, not my partner. Well, I guess I can live with that. Alright, let's go. Splendid, but I have a few things to do. There is a hideout near this city. Galter keeps your siblings there. I will join you right where the path leads up, just out of sight of their scouts. Okay, I'll see you there then, but remember, if this is a trap or something, that will cost you your life. Oh, of course, I have no doubts on that score. Alright, so we can now go and find our brother and our sister. But let us buy some food first. We'll buy some butter. We'll buy that much butter. It'll increase the morale of our troops in any event. We should do a bit of combat before we go and rescue our brother and sister though, because our troops might be a bit weak. And I think we'd be better off, yeah, just as I said, leveling our troops up a little bit. It'll make it much easier. Yeah, okay, I think we're good. Yeah, okay. And we'll go to the Tavern District and we'll speak to Goodrow Willowbark. Again, face does not match the profile picture. They always look a bit, I don't know, what's the word, like half of their face is paralyzed. I don't know what it is about the companions in this game. But that's one thing Tailwords needs to do. They need to write and create proper written companions rather than these randomly generated ones. Because the backstories of these companions, they're just tied to the title they have. So if you get a few Willowbarks in your game, they're all going to have the same backstory. But the culture they are and how they look is randomly generated. And as you can see, it's not that great. I don't think I know you. Peace to you, stranger. My name is Arthur, madam. Tell me about yourself. Well, you know, we women suffer greatly when you warriors have your sport. I lived in a village to the north of here, across the gulf. It is a cruel land, there is no strong king, and lords think nothing of ravaging their neighbours' lands. My mother was skilled in the use of herbs to treat disease and wounds. I had a happy, peaceful childhood, until one day, a month before I was to be married. That was the day my life changed. A band from a nearby village came and attacked us. We had done them no harm. We had never even thought of them as our enemies, but they wanted our cattle. They killed my mother and the youth who I was to marry and burned our village. Everything gone. Those who lived fled into the woods. I expect that my kin will soon return to their homes, but I will not. I cannot. I cannot be in a place where I am at the mercy of any beast on the rampage. I will ply my trade among warriors. I will learn to harm as well as to heal, and if the time comes for me to marry, I will live in a land where there is a king, even a tyrant, rather than raising a family amid the war of all against all. I am sorry for your fate, my lady. At any rate, if you know of a warband who is looking for someone who knows how to treat wounds, I would be grateful. Right now I'm between jobs, so if you've got any work for me, I'm willing to discuss it. Well, I can use someone like you in my company. There are some townspeople who've looked after me here, made sure I was fed and that. I'd like to give them something before I go. Could I ask for 339 dinars as an advance? Of course. Very well, I'll get my gear and join you outside. Okay, so we have a surgeon now. But I want to level my medicine skill a bit more, so we're going to keep doing the surgery job ourselves. Oops, didn't mean to enter that. And we will join the tournament here. There are 4 lords with renowned fighting skills in the city. And they're awarding a Nahasawi. I don't know what that is, but we'll join. Oh, it's a horse. Requires 90 riding, so I don't think we can actually ride it yet. But looks like a decent horse. Horse tier 3. So we are in this bout. And we have a bill hook. Oh, everyone has bill hooks. My favorite. Okay. Okay, I think that should secure our passage to the next round. Okay, cool. So we qualified for the next stage. And we are in a 2v2 now with Sylvand on our side against Erdurand and a Vlandian Vanguard. And it is... Okay, that was good. We got one hit. Should be able to kill him this time. Yep, nice. That's Erdurand taken care of. So this must be the Vlandian Vanguard. Should be able to win this. Yeah, can't get enough room to swing. There we go, got it. Alright, cool. So we're in the next stage, which is a 1v1 against our teammate Sylvand. And it's on horseback, so this could be interesting. And she blocked. Not unexpected, but just makes it difficult. And we hit the horse that time, which isn't what I want to do. It's actually harder to defeat them, I find, if they're on foot. So it's better to keep them on horseback. This strategy seems to work, so we're just going to do that. There we go. That was a bit cheesy. That was a bit cheesy. And here we are in the finals with a bill hook. Okay. Okay, he's blocking us. I don't like that. Ooh. Stop blocking. Oh crap. It's the thing, he's so good. He's got so much armor. Got him. Alright, cool. That was very, very close. But we survived, we won the tournament, and we've been awarded in Nahasawi. Get 3 renown, we get 900 gold pretty much. Cool, 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 very cool. And we are number 8 now on the leaderboard. Now, we cannot actually use Nahasawi yet, because our riding skill isn't good enough. But you can see that this horse is far more maneuverable and far faster than the horse we're currently using, but has less hit points and slightly less charge damage. It's still definitely worthwhile getting this horse. It's a much bigger upgrade. But so we can't actually use it yet. So we'll just lock it, and we can use it in the future once our skill's high enough. All right. So we should actually also equip our companions. So we've got Ugunda the Wainwright and Gudra Willowbark, and as you can see, they've got like pretty much no armor at the moment. So let's just have a look at what their skills are. Oh, and our polearm skill is up. So we can get Clean Thrust, which increases our thrust damage by 10%, and infantry troops get plus 30 skill. Or we can get Swift Swing, which increases our swing speed by 5%, and infantry troops have a better swing speed. I don't know what's better, 10% damage bonus or 5% faster swing. The thing is, we'll be on horseback, we won't be swinging, but I don't know if the swing speed also applies to thrusting. Not sure. I think we'll take Clean Thrust. But I'm not sure about this one. So if I'm wrong, please let me know, and I'll go to an arena master and respec it or something. Alright. What else were we going to do? Oh yeah, that's right. I wanted to check the companions. So we've got Ugunda the Wainwright. She's good with bow and two-handed. So we should get her a bow mainly, and then a two-handed weapon as a backup. And we should assign her to be an archer. So let's see if we can find her a bow for a reasonable price. We can get her a ranger bow. And we can get her some basic arrows. Or should we get barbed arrows? We'll just get her barbed arrows. Should we get ranged arrows? 1 pierce. We'll get her the ranged arrows. So we're going to spend a little bit of gold in upgrading our companions. That's okay. And for sword, we'll get her a two-handed something. Two-handed. Where are all the two-handed weapons? That's two-handed. This is two-handed. Two-handed axe, maybe? Is there a two-handed mace? These are all one-handed. There's no two-handed swords. At least not at this city. Okay, we'll just get her the simple Sparth axe. So that's what she's going to use for now. As for armor, we'll just buy her a padded cap. And for shoulders, I guess the hood's fine for now, I suppose. And we'll get her... we'll just get her an Akaton. Is that the same? I think that's the same as what we've got, but it's at least a bit more armor. We can get her the padded van braces, and for the shoes, we'll get the leather cavalier. She's an archer anyway, so she's not going to be on the front lines. And that's good, and she doesn't need a horse as an archer. So that should be fine. Okay, so that's Ugunda the Wainwright. So that costs 3.5 gold, 3.2 thousand gold to upgrade her. And then Kudra Willowbark. She's good with one-handed throwing and athletics. So we should make her infantry. So sword and shield, and then maybe some throwing weapons. So let's go to her. Although generally you do want to keep your surgeon not on the front lines, so, but she's not good with anything else, so we'll just get her, yeah, sword and shield. We'll get her the cavalry kite shield, I think. And as for throwing weapons, ooh, they're also expensive. We'll just get her some simple javelins, maybe. What's the difference? We'll get her the jagged javelins. They do more damage. And for the one-handed weapon, she can use a sword. It's this rusty tapered blade, rusty iron arming sword. Maybe just a simple bastard sword, which is a pretty standard sort of, or maybe a short sword or an iron arming sword. No, we'll just leave it with the simple bastard sword. That's a pretty good upgrade. Or maybe a spiked mace. Or a morning star. No, we'll leave it like that. Simple bastard sword is fine. For armor, we'll do the same. We'll just give her a padded cap. We'll give her a hood. And the Akaton is fine. Fan braces are fine. And leather cavalier boots. That'll do. There we go. And again, she doesn't need a horse. Should we give her a horse? Would she be better as cavalry? Would she be less likely to die? I don't think she would. Alright. And we can always put her with the archers and just let her sit up the back anyway if we really want to. So we spend about 6k on our companions, but it's worthwhile because they're useful and having them not die is always great. Okay, let's see if we can find now some looters to attack. There we go. See, now our speed is so much better, we can easily catch these looters. Surrender or die. We'll attack them on the battle map. And we're just gonna F1, F3, because we want all our guys to get experience. We'll hang the cavalry off to the left though. We have our mace. I like it. That's a cool mace. Have to be careful of the trees here. Nice. Nice, 99 damage, 77 polearm, 73 riding. I want to try to get to 75 riding in this battle, if possible. Oh, I totally forgot, we can actually couch our lance. So you couch the lance, you see that icon at the bottom right, just above the shield and spear? That means we can couch our lance. Oh, actually one already. And if we hit the X key while that symbol's there, we can switch between couching and not couching. So right now it's couched. You can see our character's holding it in a couched lance position. You can uncouch it like that. And you have to be going fast enough to do that, so if we stop or we go too slow, you see that icon's no longer there, and hitting X doesn't couch it. But if you get enough speed, you can couch it, and you'll do heaps of damage with a couched lance. Alright, so we lost a Vlandian recruit, but we won the battle. Our troops should have gotten some experience from that too, which is good. We can recruit at Saga, we can sell... Oh, did we not take any prisoners? I guess they all died. We can get 2 more guys, because our renown went up, our clan tier. So we're at 114 renown. So next tier we get 150. Next clan tier is 150 renown. So that's good. And our riding did go up to 75. Awesome. So we can get Filled to the Brim, which increases the carrying capacity of pack animals by 20%. We get a better deal for buying and selling mounts. Or we can get Nomadic Traditions. Mounted infantry increase your party speed by 30%, and melee cavalry in your formation gain 10% speed damage bonus. Both of these effects are good, but these effects are just so much better for making money easily off mounts. But this, the melee cavalry one is good when you're acting as a captain, but we're not always going to be a captain. And this one's also good, but again, like, this is just too good, I think, to pass up. The better deal for buying and selling mounts. So we'll take that. And we'll sell all the equipment. You can already see some of the impact of the prices are much better. Previously we were only getting 1600 or 1700 for Nahasawi. Now we're getting 1900. We'll sell all of that. And sell that. Alright, let's see if we can find some more looters. Oh, and we need to level our troops. Put a few crossbowmen. So we'll make all those guys crossbowmen, and then we'll just make the remainder infantrymen when they level up. We'll go to Etirfud as well. We'll recruit... actually, no, we won't recruit them. But you have a quest, Family Feud. We'll leave that for now, I think. I just want to find more looters to attack. Forest bandits will do as well. Forest and mountain bandits. Okay, so I told him to surrender, and this one, he says he doesn't want to die. Would you take us on as hired fighters? That way everyone gets what they want. No, we will not. And you can also send your troops to auto-resolve the battle. We'll do that this time, because there's only 3 of them. So we won, no casualties. Take 2 prisoners. We can upgrade some of our troops. Get the loot. We'll go after these bandits now. If we can catch them. Why are we going so slowly? Oh, disorganized. Because we won that battle. Okay, let's see if we can catch them. And again, we're just going to auto-resolve this battle. The only thing about auto-resolving is that you don't get to be on the battle map increasing your own skills. So if you're trying to increase your combat skills, don't auto-resolve. You want to actually be on the map doing it yourself. Good prices. Sell all of that. And cheap olives. We need to get cheap grain, actually. I think Praven's got really cheap grain. We'll go to this hideout, though, because there should be plenty of bandits in this area. Oh, yeah. See, I saw looters. They're easy to take. This one will fight on the map, because there's quite a few of them. And sometimes it seems that auto-resolving tends to kill your troops more often than you think it would. So we're going to get our footmen to charge. We'll get our archers to... Oops. Yeah, charge. Get our archers to move up here. Maybe just here. And let's couch this lance. Let's see how much damage we can do with the couched lance. Noting that the couch lance can sometimes be hard to aim. 352 damage. Delivered couch lance damage. It's insane. It really is insanely good. Ah, we got knocked off. I couldn't really see, to be honest. A bit too dark. Anyway, our troops will mop this up. Should be an easy win. I think pretty much our cavalry and infantry kicked the crap out of them, and the rest of them died pretty easily. So we get 4 prisoners. Some of our guys were injured, but we can actually upgrade a bunch of these to cavalry. We'll upgrade all of them to cavalry. Now, we can only do that because we have mounts in our infantry. If we didn't have any mounts in our infantry, they wouldn't be able to upgrade. And you can see it says you'll use 8 horses for upgrades. Loot all of that. And you can see it used up the step horses. So they went down by 8. But that's okay, because now we have some, where are they? Where are they? Vlandian light cavalry. So we can see the troop tree here for Vlandia. So Vlandian recruit can go down a number of pathways as you upgrade it. The highest tier is tier 5 for all these. So you can either go down this crossbowman line, and once you pick one line, you can't swap. So if I upgrade a Vlandian recruit to crossbowman, I can't then make him a knight or a footman or whatever. So the crossbowman line's pretty straightforward. It's just straight upgrades. The footman line, though, goes down into spearman, which then splits off again into swordsman, and then eventually sergeant. And there's different sets of gear they can have. Or you can go down to billman, and then vulgier or pikeman. And for the cavalry, you just go down to light cavalry, and then Vlandian cavalry, and then Vlandian vanguard. Now, this is for the Vlandian recruit. There's also these Vlandian squires, and these are like squires. They're sort of like nobles, so they're a bit rarer to recruit, but you can upgrade them to Vlandian gallants, then Vlandian knights, then Vlandian champion, which is tier 5, and then tier 6 Vlandian banner knight, which is the best Vlandian knight in the game. They're much stronger than the Vlandian vanguard. So we can see the Vlandian vanguard has, does it say what skills? Does it say skills? There. 130 polearm and 130 riding, and a wage of 12, whereas the Vlandian banner knight has 260 polearm, 200 riding, and a wage of 17. So much better. Even the Vlandian champion is better than the Vlandian cavalry. But yeah, they're a bit more expensive to maintain, but totally worth it. Totally worth it. Now, there were more bandits over this way, I thought. We must have missed them. Actually, while we're here though, buy the butter, we'll buy the cheese. Do we need to buy the grapes? No. We can see our food variety is +5, which is pretty good, but we can actually do better. Okay, we're gonna buy like 50 fish. Olives we've got enough of. Butter we can buy more of. We'll just go up to 50. Meat we don't have much of, so we'll go up to 50 as well. Likewise with cheese, just buy all that. Grapes we've got enough of. Beer we've got enough of. Good price for the sumpter horses. Sell all of that. I'll sell all of that. So now our food variety is still +5. Oh, okay, I would have thought it would have been more, but I guess we didn't actually buy any different types of food just then. We can get another Vlandian footman. And is there anyone in the Tavern District? Just this guy, Ransom the prisoners. Alright. I want to find some more looters. We'll do maybe one more battle. There we go. Alright. We'll have to send our troops because we're too injured to participate in the battle. We'll just do some quick battles here. Keep upgrading troops. Moving a bit more slowly because we've got that disorganized penalty. There we go. You can see the difference it makes having horses in your party, like the speed bonus, so much faster. Oh, there we go. We actually gained a level from... See, we're getting a lot of steward experience because we've got food variety. So we actually gained a level from that. And we will put that into... We'll put that into stewardship as well because there are some perks that I want to get that are quite useful. We'll kill this looter. If we can catch him, should be able to. No, I'm not trusting you. Alright, he just gave up. So we can take him as a prisoner. We'll go after these mountain bandits. But here we have a courier arrives bearing a message from Caladog. He is offering you a contract as a mercenary. So we would get 195 gold per influence point, and we would get influence by winning battles as a mercenary. I think we're not going to accept that because I don't want to fight for the Battanians. My character hates the Battanians as a good Vlandian man. And yeah, I've got no interest in fighting for the Battanians against Vlandia, so we're not going to accept that. We'll find our own faction to be a mercenary of. Alright, we are going to fight these bandits though. I'm really annoyed that you can't rotate the camera at all. We're going to put our archers up here on this hill, put our infantry down here. We'll put our cavalry off to the side, and we'll get them like that. Put these guys into shield wall. Oh, okay, no, not the cavalry. Cavalry can't go into a shield wall. Only... Oh, no, they're on a shield wall. Okay, alright. There we go. Okay. Alright, ready. That'll do. So we spawn over with the cavalry because that's what we're assigned to. And now we'll just wait for the enemy troops to appear on the horizon. We'll put our troops a little bit lower. We'll move our archers a bit further across. There we go. Now, sometimes the enemy AI is not going to just like run into your clearly superior position and fight you on your terms, you know. But bandits generally tend not to have the greatest in terms of just missed. In terms of leadership, they're not the most skilled or tactical, so they'll just charge usually. Okay, we got him. He must have been damaged by our crossbowman. Oh, totally missed him there. Ah, wow, he actually got our horse there. Didn't do too much damage, actually. Because most of our damage, you can see, was absorbed by the armor. 47 points absorbed. Having trouble hitting him. Got him then. Alright, he got shot. And now our crossbowmen are going to wipe these guys out, so we'll try get in there with some couched lance goodness. Couched lance goodness, yeah, there we go. There we go, another couched lance attack. Now there's a perk you can get later where having a couched lance, or getting a hit with a couched lance won't reset your couch. Currently, when you get a hit with a couched lance, you can't couch the lance anymore. But there is a perk you can get that makes it so there's a chance for your lance to stay couched. Okay, some renown. Take prisoners. Now, I forgot to actually assign Gudra to, or Gunda to the archers. I think I can do that in the party screen. Got a bunch of loot from them. Tons of upgrades for our troops now. We'll make those spearmen, because I think we've got enough cavalry, and our infantry line is a bit weak at the moment. But it's good that our stewardship skill's going up, because that's increasing our troop limit. We have 10 prisoners. And we need to make her... How do we assign... You used to be able to assign what role people performed in battle. How do I do that now? No, that's not what I want to do. Maybe it just automatically figures out like what you want them to be. I don't know. But you used to be able to allocate them as either infantry or cavalry or something else. Okay. This is a big battle. Lots of bandits here, so we'll fight this one on the map. Because both bandit parties joined. And again... Camera playing funny buggers. You can't actually... As far as I can tell, you can't... Oh, you can rotate the camera. You have to hold the right mouse button. That's unintuitive, considering in all the other game modes, you use Q and E to rotate. Like on the campaign map, it's Q and E. But here, it's the mouse button. Anyway, we couldn't move our troops into too great of a position. So we're going to have to put our archers here quickly, our footmen here quickly, our cavalry over there quickly, and we'll try to take this guy out with a couched lance attack, hopefully. No, he's not going. Bloody. Okay, get them to charge the horses. We'll just focus on getting their archers, maybe. There we go, delivered quite a bit of charge damage there. Not enough to actually kill anyone, though. Our own cavalry sort of got in the way there. Infantry, you can charge. Oh, we got shot off by this guy. That's alright. We'll still win this battle. As long as they can get that last cavalry guy, which they should be able to do. There we go, he's running away. Alright, so we lost 5 recruits, which is unfortunate, but no one else died, which is good. We get 5 renown, 2.9 morale, plundered some gold, we take a bunch of prisoners, tons more upgrades, which is great. And we will upgrade him to swordsman, I think. Take a bunch of loot. Our leadership skill went up quite a bit from upgrading all those troops. Cost us quite a bit of gold though to do that, but totally worth it. Totally worth it. We'll ransom all those prisoners. Nothing on in the arena. Do we need more olives? No. We'll sell the Battanian horse harness. We'll sell all the armor we've captured and all the weapons we've captured. Or looted, I should say. So that gets us a bit of gold back. And anyone in the Tavern District? No. Okay. Alright, so we've got the quest to rescue our family, which we knew about. We can also pick a stewardship skill. We can get frugal, party wages 5% less, and recruitment costs are reduced by 15%. Or we can get Spartan, party consumes 10% less food, and no morale penalty from having a single type of food. Well, we're pretty much never going to have a single type of food anymore. Only at the beginning of the game do you have only a single type of food. And although there's no morale penalty from having a single type of food when you take this perk, you don't get the full plus 14 morale bonus from having a variety of foods. So it's not like you can take this perk and then just stock grain for the rest of the game. Like, you'll miss out on the morale bonus from having multiple food types. So this perk really isn't that great. I think this one's much better. The reduced party wages is excellent. Although we're not going to be the quartermaster forever. We'll pick someone eventually who's got a higher stewardship skill than us. But for now, we're the quartermaster, so this will save us money. Right now, we're spending 300 a day on our daily party wage. But with this, that will go down by 5%. So that's quite good. 289. Not bad. And we'll speak to Ingolther. That's close enough. Who are you? My name is Arthur, sir. May I ask your name? I am Ingolther of the Decourtain, one of the most illustrious families in the annals of the Vlandian kingdom. I am Lord of Karas. I will always listen to a man of integrity. On the other hand, if you lack that, please do not plague me with your company. He wants garrison troops, and I will leave that. Can you tell me anything about the Battle of Pendragon? I was there. I was just a young squire then. I have heard no sweeter music than the thunder of our hooves as we bore down on the Aserai rabble. We fell on them like a falcon plunges upon a rabbit. They had overextended themselves, chasing the Imperial archers, light foot before our knights. There was no contest. Let me tell you something. 9/10 of victory is recognizing when your enemy has made a mistake. The rash perish as swiftly as the weak, and deserve it just as much. We should have gone on to seize all the Western Empire. If Durthert had any manhood, we'd have done so. But his heart was never in the war. He believed he'd broken his oath to the Empire by helping the Sturgians, and it gnawed at him. He'd have made a fine lackey. Instead, he's our king. Very treasonous thoughts to be communicating to someone you've only just met. But thank you for your time. Okay, let's find some... Yeah, did we ransom all that? Yeah, okay. Maybe we can find some more... Oh, I forgot to recruit. Oh, and then Ingolther recruited them all. Not all of them, but I don't want more crossbowmen. I want more infantry, like footmen, spearmen, that sort of thing. There we go, that's good. Get all of those. And I think we'll go up to Pravand. That'll do. Alright, let's go up to... Yeah, we'll go up to Pravand. And we can unbookmark you, because you're in our party now. We can unbookmark you. Where are you? Tayal, Legata, Makeb. Okay. Sumpter horse mule. We could actually do with the Sumpter horse. And the grain, we'll get, I don't want to buy that much, 50 grain is enough. We've got enough fish, we've got grapes, we've got butter, we've got olives, we've got meat, we've got cheese, we've got beer. We don't have date fruit, but that's okay. It's a decent bonus. I think the bonus is only +7, but there's a perk you can take which doubles the bonus from food variety. So you can get +14. The only reason we don't have +7 is because we don't have dates in our inventory. But if we buy, I'll just buy one to demonstrate. That goes up to +7. So, but they're quite expensive, so we're not going to bother. And recruit troops. There we go. All right. Can we catch the bandits? Can we catch... Oh, hideout spotted over there. Okay. We'll just send our troops. Nice victory. Take some prisoners. Upgrade our troops some more. Now we need to be careful we don't upgrade them too much because, you know, we're not made of money and eventually it's going to get expensive. But it is good to upgrade them a bit. It's best to fight looters early on though, I have to say. Because they're easier to take out. But we're doing alright against these guys. I guess it's because we've got a decent amount of cavalrymen in our party. Okay, we should be able to recruit a few more different troop types into our party as well. Sorry, a few more men, because our stewardship went up. There we go. Wow, Vlandian Gallant. We'll grab him because he's quite experienced. And we'll fight these forest bandits and the sea raiders, but that's okay. All right, we lost a hardened crossbowman, which is unfortunate, but these things happen. We can always upgrade another troop to crossbowman position or just recruit another one. I'm sure there'll be one at this village, for instance, and those looters are... Oops. There we go. So already replaced him. Fight the looters. This one will actually be fighting alongside Fernhard's party, but I don't want to do that, so we're going to let them go and then try to fight them on our own. Because I don't want to split the experience with Fernhard's troops. Cool. Okay, we didn't take any prisoners that time. We'll go up to Oxhall. And then we might end the video there. It's getting a bit late here. Okay. Nothing on in the arena. Recruit the spearmen. And we will... sell all the armor we've captured. Armor and weapons. Alright, okay, we'll leave it there. Thanks for joining me. Next episode, we're going to figure out which faction we want to join as a mercenary company. And, yeah, or actually, maybe we'll go do that hideout mission first, and then we'll, yeah, join a faction as a mercenary company. I'll see you then. Take care.